Casinos, yeah, 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 yeah. Mixed signals, 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 yeah.
I have to get my shit together. I want to be on the regular saying I realize it's far too late, right? She was already here amongst us. You know, most people are like, oh, I got a kid on the way. I got a blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, she was here. She was doing things, and I realized like I need to be better for her. Even if it wasn't going to be on my terms, like my terms was like I wanted to be in her life and be a father, having come from a home where I had to go back and forth between parents and what that did to me and how that made me feel and how I never wanted to make her feel like that. Like she had to choose between a parent, never speak ill on her mom, never will, never have, because, she's great lady, made her into the great person that she is, my daughter. And now that I have a second chance with children, I have new children, new children, they're not new at all. I have other children through my marriage, right, with Stormy that you guys are all familiar with. Y'all see him on the channel and things like that. I try to be, uh, I want to say present is the word, but present it is what I am. Like I am here, but I don't think that that is enough. I'm finding out that that's not enough just from the different personalities, the three different people. Um, One, you need to be all up in his stuff. Another one, you don't. Like I'm trying to not parent the way that I was parented, but also parent the way that I was parented. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but like I'll say like, and this is where the whole mixed signals things comes into play is like, and not that one way is right or wrong, but I know that like there were some things that my parents did wrong. Like I could tell that they were stressed out about work and they came home and they took it out on us. Right. And I sometimes find myself confronted with those situations where, it wasn't a solid day. And then my kids will come in the door and and I'm just like, I want to say something like, hey, and I got to stop myself because they ain't have nothing to do with this. They coming home, they excited to see me for whatever reason. Another thing that I don't feel worthy of, you know what I mean? Another insecurity that I have, but they're excited to see me and share their day with me. Like, I need to be more appreciative of the space that they're in and where they're coming from. Because all, trauma comes from childhood. Everything I'm just sitting here telling you about is from my childhood, right? And all the inadequacies and insecurities that I'm confronted with on the daily, still here now, all stem from childhood and feeling not appreciated, not loved, not cared about, not cared for, feeling like neither one of my parents cared, like they had other things to do, like baby boy, mama's got to have a life too, right? Um, so trying not to do that, but then also balancing it out because I'm with one kid pretty much like all the time because I coach her basketball team. So we got a lot of car rides together, a lot of time together, a lot of conversations together to where the other two children, other three, including the oldest, they don't get the time that I get with that one and trying to be intentional and make time for the others. For my oldest daughter, getting back to her, I know so now she's in college, right? Like out of state, in college, out of state. And I remember being in college. So I dropped out of school. This is a whole nother story for another day, but I still, because either fortunately or unfortunately, I went to that college prep school and I still made it to college even after dropping out of school. I went and got my GED and still went to college. Not for basketball though. But either way, so when I was in college, it was like every coming of age movie, them high school, them college movies where you are finding out who you are, finding out about yourself, experimenting, trying things, trying to, get just a better understanding of who you are. And I try not to like hover or helicopter parent. Is that a word that people still use? I still try not to do that, and I don't want to make her feel obligated to, I don't know, just trying to let her find out who she is without riding her or feeling like she has to tell me everything. She does share a lot with me. Like, I mean, it's my baby girl, my oldest, gonna always be my baby, and she does feel like she can talk and share. But I don't know. We don't talk every day or text every day or call every day like some parents would, and I'm sure she does with her mom. And I just try to give her the space, and I feel like I'm not doing that right either. Feel like I could do better at that as well. But I'm I, as you guys know by now, like I don't have any of the answers. Any of the answers, and I'm just trying my best not to fuck these kids up. Like that's my goal.